say does that.
And his teams run through the finish line of the season, Grant.
Here we go.
There must be a certain amount of reflection happening.
For teams that are out of it, they might start that process now. But who has time for that if you're playoffs bound?
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. They've got Josh Hart. Mikal Bridges is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Hart passes to Bridges. Hart with a screen on Young. Here's McBride. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Back to Young. The three is up. Towns with a rebound. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, Coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Outside Rizachet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Porzingis. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Inside, Porzingis has a lot of advantages. He's stronger than he looked, and we know how tall he is, north of 7 feet, and he's got a super soft touch.
Now here's Towns. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Rizachet. It's a 5-point game. Here's Porzingis. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. Free throws of the night right here.
What impresses me most about Porzingis is how versatile he is. I love that about a big man who does a little bit of everything. When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
A nice shot by McBride.
4 straight hoops. Ideal start for them.
Here's Young. 23 points his last outing. Outside Johnson. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Porzingis passes to Young. Here's the floater. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
The control of Young, unleashing a devastating dribble move and finding the shot.
All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Out to Bridges. Back to McBride. Johnson against Hart. That one doesn't drop. Hawks trail by 3. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Daniels against Anunoby. To the wing on the left. Puts one up from 19. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
McBride passes to Towns. Back to McBride. 4-3. And stolen by Porzingis. All by himself. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, how about Porzingis showing you some nice quickness and activity, determined to get after the steal.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Alexander Walker comes in for Daniels. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Beasley comes in for Hart. Clarkson's checked in for Bridges. And it's Shamet in for McBride.
Hey, they don't call him Robinson for nothing now. Look at the hops on the big fella.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Alexander Walker, the pass to Porzingis. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Kristaps Porzingis. Knicks leading by 3. Screen by Robinson. Clarkson passes to Robinson. Clarkson outside. Down low. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's on Onyeka Okongwu. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
There's a screen by Johnson. Alexander Walker. Three-pointer, no good. The Knicks have got 6 of 8 shots to go. Shamet passes to Robinson. Puts up a deep 3. Shamet, no good. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 5. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
And they won that last game between these teams easily, posting a scorching hot field goal percentage.
Scorching and torching offensively. They were able to get everything they wanted.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And a big finish by Robinson.
You cannot allow Robinson to get this kind of positioning, or else he's dunking all over everybody.
Here's Alexander Walker. Three-pointer off the mark.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Well, a good close contest. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, it certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. We've got Mikal Bridges, also Landry Shamet out there. Malik Beasley is out there with Mitchell Robinson. And it's Tuck Forty in at the 4 to the middle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Robinson with the block.
We know Robinson is an elite rim protector. So, yeah, you might want to try that move on somebody else.
Clarkson's checked in for Hukporti. Kennard. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Krejci's checked in for Atlanta. These are his first.
See the improvement he's made in his free throw shooting in the space of just one season? I think it's been remarkable.
Atlanta making some changes. Risache, he's checked in for Krejci. Dyson Daniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Trae Young in for Kennard. Now here's Young, scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player. Right wing, clock at 6. Novic's shot is off. Knicks leading by 4. Shamet passes to Robinson. Now Young with a steal. And a fast break now for the Hawks. And stolen by Beasley. Pass to Clarkson. With the drive. And he buries his first look.
You know, this is why teams are looking for combo guards. I mean, the defense didn't know which way to play Clarkson.
Young, the pass to Okongwu. Now Risache shoots over Bridges. Atlanta again missing.
Look, it's real simple. It's a make or miss league, and he just missed it.
It's stolen by Okongwu. Outside Rizichet. Pass to Young. To the inside. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys.
Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for Jovic. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. Hart comes in for Beasley. Anunoby, he's checked in for Clarkson. And it's McBride in for Shamet. Now here's Bridges. Still without a bucket. The three-pointer off the mark. Inside, back to Rizichet. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's McBride. The rebound by Atlanta. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Now, that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now here's McBride. He had 10 points in the win against Chicago.
And not to be overlooked, his playmaking made a difference as well.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
To the paint. Ooh, it's stolen away. And now the Knicks on the break. Hard with it, and it's Young picking him up. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot, and will go to the line. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for the Hawks. Beasley's checked in for New York. The Hawks have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Outside Rizichet. Against Porzingis. Five to shoot. Outside Johnson. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. Hart passes to McBride. Hart against Daniels. And Anunoby for 3. Porzingis grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Young can't hit.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Man, that one's good. McBride's got 9.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Porzingis, high post. Towns on him. Young misses. The Knicks with the lead. Here's McBride. 9 points in the game. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Young. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Knicks out in front, up 2. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForge. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Oh, I ask it.
And let's discuss the first half. So far, Atlanta's in a close one.
My bed is the best you can buy, but it ain't as soft as it.
Thanks for tuning in.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You got to like what we're seeing from Miles McBride.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Rizachet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Hawks 5.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is, too.
Outside Young. Johnson finds Porzingis. Back to Johnson. Here's Young. Young on the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
Here's McBride. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Here's Daniels. And he jams it home with authority.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Towns. Towns showing some fight inside.
And I'm trying to think of how many 7-footers I know with that level floater in their arsenal. It's a short roll call list, folks.
And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers. I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
First in shooting percentage, and they're so impressive when it comes to their aggressiveness on the defensive end. Number 1 in opponent scoring. A team that gets in your face on defense and doesn't give up anything easy.
And you really can't emphasize enough how impressive their field goal percentage is. They run their game plan so well and know how to get the shots they want. The shot by Johnson, no good.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
And it's powered home by Towns.
Fighting hard there. Impressive move by Towns, who'll go to the line for one more.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
The Hawks trailing. Outside Young. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Young. Daniels outside. Right side Porzingis. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Towns way outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he won't miss many of those. Not when he gets a good look like that.
Here's Daniels. The kick out to Young. 3-pointer. Tries again. And Porzingis lays it in. Porzingis has got 6 here in the quarter.
Boy, you look at the defense, not nearly the hustle or energy at that end of the floor. It's the exact opposite of what it was in the first half.
And that one's good.
You really see Hart's athleticism inside. I mean, he can bounce, he can twist and turn, really good body control. Whatever it takes to score, he usually can make it happen.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And Atlanta making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Robinson's checked in. On the wing, Rizachet. Puts it up from 12. And too long on the shot. New York trailing. Bridges outside. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Daniels. And it's Daniels with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. And there's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Porzingis finds Daniels. Hits the trifecta. And that's 10 points for Dyson Daniels.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Towns, a screen on Daniels. Kicks it out Towns. It's stolen by Daniels. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And when Johnson gets an opening, no question he's looking to power it down.
McBride passes to Towns. From outside, off the mark.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Here's Alexander Walker. Johnson for three. And the Hawks with another three.
Yeah, Johnson will take advantage of a look from three every time.
And New York has possession. 9-point game. To the middle. Here's Robinson. And no good. The dry spell continues. To the inside. Pass to Porzingis. Outside, Alexander Walker. Porzingis with a screen on Bridges. Just 4 to shoot. Porzingis putting the size to work.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks closing out the quarter ahead by... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for the Knicks. Filling out the wings, Clarkson and Bridges. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Shamet in at the 1.
You don't want to let Bridges find what he's looking for on the perimeter. You know, he's got an improving stroke from distance.
Pass to Jovic. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. And the Hawks lead by 10.
And playing very well here in the second half. I mean, their shooting percentage is now over 50% from the field.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass. And
it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Fires from deep. And the basket by Shamet.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Young from long range. It's rebounded by New York.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Right side, Robinson. Beasley outside. Beasley finds Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Robinson doing the dirty work. He's known for that. Sets the screen, finds a soft spot, and gets himself rewarded.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Porzingis is checked in for Okongwu. Johnson comes in for Jovic. Risache, he's checked in for Kennard. And Daniels is subbed in for Alexander Walker. New York also changing it up. Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. Hart comes in for Clarkson. And it's Anunoby in for Shamet. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
There's Young with the three. Wow! Young from deep three-point territory.
Draining his first three of the game, no doubt hoping to build up a little momentum from outside.
Now Hart. Oh, the stuff!
Huge points from Hart there. Never shies away from the big moment.
Now Young. Daniels outside. Now Porzingis. Six to shoot. Here's Daniels. Young fires! And the three misses.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
Another chance. Tough finish from Young.
Yeah, drawing fouls truly is a skill, and one that Young has mastered.
Knicks trail by 7. Bridges. Yes! Using that window.
He knew they needed a bucket, and he wasn't going to force things. Great poise that time from Bridges.
Outside Rizachet. Shoots a three. Towns rips down the board.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Johnson with a double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. Hard against Daniels. Lays it in easily.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this lead.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. The Knicks making a switch here. McBride's checked in. Knocks down the trifecta.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Shot clock at 5. Johnson with the rebound.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look. Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Bridges outside. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Anunoby misses the three. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs. This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Down it goes.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so...
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Off and grab it and know just where it is.